What is our true refuge, our place of safety? Can we trust God to protect us from trouble or danger? Let's review Joshua 20. What was the purpose of the refuge cities? Is death by misadventure or accident still deemed guiltless in our modern world? The Lord spoke to Joshua, "Say to the Israelites, set up refuge cities for yourselves. I spoke to you about these through Moses. Anyone who kills by striking down someone unintentionally or by mistake may flee there. These places will be a refuge for you from any member of the victim's family seeking revenge. The killer will flee to one of these cities, stand at the entrance of the city gate, and explain their situation to the elders of that city. The elders are to let the killer into the city and provide a place of refuge for the killer to live with them. If a member of the victim's family follows, seeking revenge, they won't hand the killer over. This is because the killer struck down the neighbor by accident and hadn't been an enemy in the past. The killer will live in that city until there can be a trial before the community, or until the death of the one who's high priest at that time. Then the killer may return home, back to the city from which the flight began. Which towns were chosen as cities of refuge on the west of the Jordan River? The Israelites decided that the following 3 towns west of the Jordan River should be safe towns: Kadesh in Galilee, in Naphtali's hill country, Shechem in Ephraim's hill country, and Kiriath Arba in Judah's hill country. Kiriath Arba is now called Hebron. The Israelites had already decided on the following 3 towns east of the Jordan River: Bezer in the desert flatlands of Reuben, Ramoth in Gilead, which was a town that belonged to Gad, and Golan in Bashan, which belonged to Manasseh. These safe towns were set up so that if Israelites or even foreigners who lived in Israel accidentally killed someone, they could run to one of these towns. There they'd be safe until a trial could be held, even if one of the victim's relatives came looking for revenge. In those days, a family member was appointed to punish a murderer. Under the new covenant, should we ever avenge ourselves? Beloved, never avenge yourselves, but leave it to the wrath of God. For it's written, "Vengeance is mine, I will repay, says the Lord." Instead of a city, to whom do we flee for refuge from the avenger? Because God wanted to show his unchangeable purpose even more clearly to the heirs of the promise, he guaranteed it with an oath, so that through 2 unchangeable things, in which it's impossible for God to lie, we who have fled for refuge might have strong encouragement to seize the hope set before us. Has God always been a refuge for those who put their trust in him? Trust in him at all times, you people. Pour out your heart before him. God is a refuge for us. Salah. What's our true refuge, our place of safety? Can we trust God to protect us from trouble or danger? You decide.